Mark and I both came from an engineering background, and we both had wanted to have our own business, and we were looking around at different things to do, and I told him that I would love to have our own business if it was something I was passionate about, and I knew that was going to be art. So we went to Sullivan's Island and found a place that was for rent just by chance. We weren't planning on going there, but we saw a for rent sign in this building that was still pretty dilapidated from Hurricane Hugo. And we spent 6 months remodeling, and that's where our first gallery was. We opened 3 days after 9/11. I actually had left the gallery to go to Lowe's to buy more paint, and I heard it, and I thought, oh my God, what? It was horrible, horrifying, and how it impacted our life. I thought we were getting into this business that's basically a luxury business, and there's so many more important things going on in the world, but actually it made me realize how important art was, because people would come in and say, we're so glad you're here. We're so glad that you're open, and we want our lives to be the way they always were. We found out that if we could make it in a really difficult time, that when times got good, we'd be set. We knew how to be thrifty, and we knew how to wash our own windows, and we were very hands-on. We were the typical small business wearing 10 hats. People would call and ask to speak to our accountant kind of thing, and I'd say, hang on just a minute, okay, it's me. So that was good, but it prepared us for coming downtown. 5 years later, we decided we wanted to branch out and have another space, and it was partially because we were on a barrier island, very vulnerable to storms. If something did shut us down, like if the town didn't have utilities anymore, we wanted to have another place that we could keep our business going. So we came downtown, and Mark found this space on Broad Street, and it's been wonderful. It's a great community of galleries and artists. We all work together, and I think one of the reasons we've been successful through the difficult times, particularly since 2008, is that we do support each other. Initially, when we opened Edward Dare, we tried to bring the same things downtown that we had at Sullivan's, only it's a more traditional feel downtown just because we're in a building that was built in the 1700s, so it feels different. If someone comes in here and we don't have what they're looking for, if they tell us what that is, we usually can figure out where to send them so they can find it. And I think our clients appreciate that too. The thing about coming in Charleston is it's an experience. It's not about just coming to shop or coming to eat or coming to go to the beach. It's the whole thing. But I think the most important thing about having this gallery is the beauty and the relationships that are built from it. And sometimes it's a relationship between a client and an artist, because we do like for the clients to meet the artist if they can, or have some kind of correspondence with them, because when you have a painting on your wall and you know the person whose hand was involved in creating it, it just adds a different dimension to it. We're looking for things that move people. We like paintings that tell a story. We're very much into representational art that brings back a memory or gives you a good feeling of relaxation, and it's about quality of life. Every day I come in and know how blessed we are to be surrounded by all this beauty and all these people that are so interesting to talk to. This is just so much more up my alley. It's perfect.